Hello and welcome to Taribio Speaks, where we discuss contemporary issues and we tell stories that are compelling, that shows the struggles some persons have gone through and yet they came out stronger at the other side. Today we're handling contemporary issues, especially issues that has to do with the younger generation and our future generation. Recently, we've had a spate of young adults, teenagers to be precise, going to drinking bars, lodging themselves in hotels, and we're wondering, are there no supervisors? Is no one watching for them? Today on the show, we're handling contemporary issues that have to do with our younger generation, the younger demographic. We can call them young adults or teenagers. We have this set of people. It has become rampant where they go to drinking bars underaged and they even lodge in hotels. My name is Taribio Wilson Owefawari, and I have with me here on the podcast today a physics lecturer with the Federal University Otueke. And also seated here, his name is Powede Debekeme. Also seated here with me is the Deputy Director General, Center for Women Development, Central in Bayelsa State, Oyindiepri Faith. Thank you so much for joining me here. Uncle, what were you saying?
Thank you very much. I am a technologist.
A technologist?
Yes, that's my profession.
Okay, but what do you lecture in the university?
Well, physics, practical.
Practical physics.
Yes.
Okay, let's talk about young adults going to bars. Currently, we have cases where you go to drinking spots and you see children who ordinarily shouldn't be out without parental supervision. Talk of being out in the night. And the owners of these establishments, I don't think they find anything amiss in having young adults patronizing those bars.
You see, in our today's society, it has become a norm. And the reasons are not far-fetched because we have a decay society now. And these vendors, their primary aim now is for profit.
Okay.
Irrespective of who comes there, it's not their business. All they are interested in is you are coming with money, patronize them. And also, the other factor is because we have had a collapsed family, a totally collapsed family. Today, go to the various bars, including the hotels, where you will see underage children that are less than 18 lodging in hotels.
Okay, they are lodging in hotels, but usually when you and I, or whenever I travel, I have to stay in a hotel and they ask for ID cards. How come children can lodge in hotels? Are they presenting ID cards or not?
No, because these vendors, they are no longer interested in the society, the well-being of the society. They are interested in the profit they will have. And let me also tell you, this does not really start from them. It starts from the parents because these children left their various houses, left their parents' houses, left their guardians' houses. Outside, stayed outside. Some of them stay for days and nobody looks for them. Some of them stay for months. Nobody looks for them. It becomes a problem. And let me also say this. All these are all bedded in the fact that we have a failed home. And most especially if you look very well, these so-called children are given birth by, I will say in quotes, children.
Children. That's
Because
children giving birth to children.
These children that gave birth to them, they have not even learnt well. They have not even understand the ethics of life. They don't even understand the difference between ethics of living well. And they are now same persons that will rear another child. Okay, it's a problem. And surprisingly, some of these parents, they are adult in quotes, but with a deformed character.
Okay.
Deformed values.
Okay, Faith, can we hear from you? Okay. As Deputy Director General of Center for Women Development and a mother, What do you think?
Mr. Ribio and my brother Powe, I think he has said virtually many things, but where I would want to add is the point where he said is children giving birth to children.
Yes.
I don't subscribe to that because majority of our parents are adults. You know, I think it's the loss of value. And like I always say, it's the poverty mentality. We are so poor that we lack responsibility. We don't own up, you know, where we ought to own up. Most parents put responsibilities to young children.
Okay.
You send your kid to go and hawk. You don't know where your child is going to, who your child is meeting. You know, you send your child to a school. You don't even know when they ought to close. You know, they say, hey, we had the extra lessons. You know, they don't ask questions anymore.
You don't even investigate.
They don't even investigate. Some don't even know their form teachers.
Of course.
The form teachers of their children.
Some parents don't attend to PTA meetings.
That is parenting in negligence.
There are times that we will drive and pass, you see some kids around 10, 11. So where are you going to? Hey, that we are going to buy something. How can you leave a school gate?
By 10?
You know, by 10, by 11. Then also, I think another aspect is when we're growing up, I always I gave an example one day when I was talking to some workers. I said, if an old man is selling a kiosk, olden days, whether there are so many provisions there or whatever, you go collect the goods you want, you put the money under the mat and you leave it. Whether there are millions there, you leave the money and you don't take more than that, then you go. Aside the poverty of the mind and financial poverty, I think modernization, westernization, that one, I think it will now bring us to our dressing, you know, our attitude. They call it now as the Gen Zs. You will see a child that will greet, that ordinarily, those are our values, that it's not that they don't know what they are doing, but it gives them this sense of, is it our culture?
Yes.
Humility, knowing that these are your elders.
And you're supposed to greet.
The Gen Zs will always argue that our elders can lead us astray. Yes. They always say that our elders what were they able to do? But at least, I'm coming, at least when we were growing up, there were some things that, not that there were no crimes, there were no rape cases, there were no child molestations,
but minimal.
It was minimal. It was minimal. But now, because you send your kid out, you send them, some do HK, pay HK for their children.
What is HK?
They call it
the Yahoo business and stuff like that. The only place that will go and learn.
Oh, that's
what they call HK.
HK.
And these things happen because of peer pressure. And most times, aside the peer pressure, from parents.
Yeah.
Some parents pay for this training for their children.
They even pay for the Yahoo Plus.
What is VIA?
That is what we call the Yahoo Plus.
Yahoo Plus. Some
parents,
let's take their children. Yes. So because of competition, the peer pressure that Powe has just said.
That is what is happening in society.
Yes.
And you see this.
We have one a woman in Delta State. We have one at Five place. There is a place in Anambra.
Those are the things.
They call their children by themselves.
Especially because of the decay.
Yeah.
You see these young guys, especially the young girls today, which we call the Gen Zs. Today, virtually, I will not say they are wearing clothes anymore. They are not. They are not wearing clothes.
And you can't talk to them.
If they don't even wear bra. See, if you see them today, you wonder if people are still selling bras in the markets. No, that's the truth. You will wonder if they are still selling that kind of product in the market, because these girls, they don't know. They don't longer wear
their crop top I know.
They will wear that, is it spaghetti or what they call it? When they wear it, you will see those small things like
oh my God,
like two horns
And
that are jingling.
let us
Distracting distracting generation.
Family is responsible. Can you, Mrs. Taribio, can you allow your daughter dress in such
Of 14 years.
no. I have Gen Zs. I have
But let me tell you, do you know that parents buy these clothes for the children? And you see, funny thing, if you go to these beer parlors, at about 9 o'clock, you will still see underage there. Parents are not looking for them. Some of them, they will follow the guys that they will be with there to another destination, to the hotel. The hotel management will not even bother if these children are underage. They will not even bother to ask for, what do they call it, ID card.
ID card.
See, that is long story. They will lodge, some of them will stay for hotel for 1 month.
Like,
so where
is the money that they are more?
It is the money
that
the management is interested in. So it is a problem. And what happens? The multiplier effect of this thing.
We are going too far. I would not want to. I'm sorry. There are some. If I want to go to another line, there are some politicians in our society
that patronize them,
prefers underage,
which they call the small pin chargers.
Yes.
Small what? Small pin chargers.
They prefer the underage.
Yes,
they say it is cheaper to pay because the ones that are if you carry somebody like me, you spend. I will bill you. Before you know, I say I need iPhone 16 Pro Max.
But these children, they are the ones using the iPhone. So, the iPhone 16
you
Pro
don't
Max.
understand. By the time they buy one iPhone 16 for that child sees that man as a god.
So that means
but if you buy me one iPhone 16, I will see you as a oil where
industry.
I will have
they want to kill us.
So what about cases where we have parents pushing their children and saying your mate is bringing in?
It did not start today.
It did not start today.
It started even from me, my own where I grew up.
But that time it is not common.
It was even it started then.
Yes.
If it did not start in your family, it started. Many children were the ones that even break through out of such situations.
As in, they are going out making money. Children are the breadwinners.
Yes.
Instead of parents working,
it is children that are the breadwinners.
I wrote something some time ago. I said, if you have a child, that child, I'm sorry, that child did not send you to go and do the knocking with that man. You should take full responsibility. Because when you were enjoying it, the coming, the morning, the that child was not there.
You want to spoil me, yeah. What is the hoo-ha there? You have to be mindful in this hoo-ha.
So the child wasn't there. So anything, if you have an attitude of taking responsibility, many things you know. Then again, we should not also forget the fact that some of these kids don't have parents. Some stayed with their uncles, their aunts,
who do not care how they fend.
And you are having a child that your family, your auntie's child, your senior sister's child, before you know, you say, there is no food today, there is no food. Let us manage, or your own children will eat well. The other child will not eat something lesser. How do you expect such a child? That child will want to upgrade. So such things also breed such a thing.
Yeah. You see, yes, it is part of it. Some of the child, sometimes you must understand where they are coming from. Poor home is also a factor. Poor home without societal values is also a factor. Neglect, parental neglect, is also most times we put this thing on poverty. It's true, we have seen poor children who are well disciplined.
Yes, the parents.
Poor children that they are well behaved. So we are not saying that the poverty is not a factor. It is. We have also seen rich children that are also into this. So the question here is, what exactly is the cause? For me as a person, I feel it is lack of parental value system
and ethics.
I really will oppose
And-
that because
that's what let me
poverty has not pushed you. The poverty we are talking, let us understand this thing. It's not just the financial poverty.
yes,
Like
but
what I
it's
made-
relative.
I know
Poverty
it's
is relative.
I made a statement
Yes.
here. Some grew up not under their parents. You
They are
understand?
guardians, they are
Their
parents
guidance.
too.
So what if such guidance also is lacking one aspect?
But we have also seen guardians that are excellent.
Yes.
Yes, we have seen.
So the point is this: whoever you are staying with, whoever that is feeding you is your parent.
okay.
Whoever guardian is, the person is taking the role of a parent. Just like we have an acting governor in any state, he performs the duty, the total duty of a governor.
Okay.
So whoever that is taking responsibility, the problem is that person that is training that child. Does the person have the required social value
Okay,
system?
alright, let me make a point. I have someone that stayed with me and the girl left. She left because she said she was not having freedom
To move.
to move. So if we are making these statements of parents, guidance, and so sometimes the children, maybe due to low self-esteem, due to peer pressure, school, and whatever, they also want to enjoy what their fellow friends are enjoying. So sometimes the parent can do, I have seen a situation whereby some children are going to school, they carry mufti inside their bag.
Inside their
the
bag.
parent can be one of the best, you know, doing well. The guidance too, please don't follow man, no, don't dress like
That
this.
is where we call supervision. See, before this time, while we go to school, coming back, our parents normally check our bag.
Yes.
Yeah, sometimes your parents will visit your school without you knowing.
Unannounced.
Unannounced.
Yes.
These are the functions of parenting. And today, we are not seeing that. See, let me also tell you, do you know that today, your neighbor cannot scold your child?
Yeah.
Your neighbor, see your child doing something wrong, that neighbor will be scared. Today, teachers cannot even flog the children.
Yes.
Why? These are all the
Let's not use the word flog. Discipline.
okay, yes, we know from the local palace we
let's
always
use the-
flogging.
No,
these are
discipline.
You people are bringing this modernization. See, we understand flogging. It is African way of doing things. And as of that time, you see, we have excommunicated the African practice culture.
I don't subscribe to teachers flogging or this.
Now hold on, let me give it. See,
Okay, you do not
I can
subscribe
give
to
you
teachers
inferences.
disciplining.
Now listen,
Because I was.
let me give you inferences. You see, let's check those times.
I don't.
Those days when our teachers
Yeah.
were in quotes discipline us, the products we have, compare the product that we have now as a scientist that does experiments. We look at these various results. The results
Yeah, experimenting
will give us
with
our
humans.
conclusion. Those days when schools were schools and parents knows that the teacher also have certain roles to play and they play those roles, we had a better product of the children. But today, because of when a teacher knows that if he flog a student, police go come arrest am. They go come, parents go come there, come fight am. They not living. That is why you see there are some children that are in school. Teachers will see them smoking, but when they look, they will just say, "Let me just come over. I don't want problem." That is what have brought us to this level. No, that's the truth. You will wonder if they are still selling that kind of product in the market because these girls they don't know. They don't longer wear
Crop top and all.
They will wear that. Is it spaghetti or what they call it? When they wear it, you will see those small things like
Oh my God!
like two horns.